How you doing, guys? So I'm Chris Evangelou and this is Flash Fitness, and today we're just going to talk about the reaction for the Fury and the Wilder fight last night. So I woke up really early and I saw the fight live. I did a reaction video just after the fight where you're obviously speaking out of emotion and seeing what you saw firsthand straight away. I didn't want to post that video because when it was really dark, I'd done it in my car, so I wanted to redo it, but it gave me a chance to watch the fight again. And hindsight is a beautiful thing, because I first thought, that was disgraceful judging. I thought Fury won the fight by quite a few rounds, and that was that. You know, I was speaking out of emotion. Maybe, you know, I did kind of, my heart wanted Fury to win, so it's kind of like you're there, you're angling for every round to be more Furies. I like Wilder, and I said this before as well, that, you know, it's going to be a very close fight. After watching it again, I'm going to now argue the draw and say why it could have been a draw, and put myself in the position of the judges, or, well, not one of the judges who gave Wilder 4 rounds up, which that was ridiculous scoring in my opinion. But let's argue the draw. So you've got Wilder in this hand and you've got Fury on this hand. Now, I've scored many fights in the past, obviously being a pro boxer, I know how it's sort of scored. So if people forget the first part of any fight because it's the first few rounds, but let's argue that the first few rounds in the fight were Wilder's. He was more aggressive. He kind of controlled the first few rounds. Even though he wasn't as classy maybe as Tyson Fury, he's the home boxer, home advantage, which isn't always the best thing. I know I do disagree with that. It should have been on maybe neutral territory, but I'll give, let's give the first 3 rounds to Wilder. So now he's 3 rounds up. Now for me, Tyson got on it even more, Tyson Fury, and let's give the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th round to Fury. So now he is 2 rounds up, because it was 5-3. So he's 2 rounds up now. Fury's 2 rounds up going into the 9th. Wilder scores the knockdown. It's a 10-8 round. Now it's back to evens. Going into the 10th round and the 11th, for me, Fury came back and he bounced back and he won those 2 rounds. Now it's 2-0, well, 2 up going into the 12th. All Fury has to do is stay away and he's won the fight, in my opinion. Even if he loses that round, he'll be up by 1. He gets knocked down by a very, very heavy knockdown. Back to 0-0, back to 0, a draw. So I'm now arguing that, yeah, do you know what? It could possibly have been a draw. And in a way, it's actually better. It's bigger for the sport as well. Both of them keep their undefeated records. It's paved the way for a bigger rematch. Or now AJ needs to get involved and say, do you know what? Does he want to fight one of them now? Or are they going to have the rematch first? The heavyweight division has come back alive again. Yes, I think if it was in London or England, Fury would have got the decision. But I have argued the draw, and I think it possibly could have been that. What I will say is, though, Wilder showed raw power, and to be honest, we knew he had power, but it got him out of trouble yesterday, and it did help him get that draw. But what Tyson Fury showed is heart, determination, the love for the sport, and what a gentleman after the fight, where they're both hugging each other. You know, they kissed each other. You know, Tyson Fury's saying how much he loves Wilder. So a rematch would be interesting. But what happened was he got up from a very, very big knockdown, and a lot of judges could have just waved it off straight away, because Tyson Fury's face, if you see his face, he was out. He was out cold for a few seconds. He got up like a WWE wrestler, you know, when everyone thinks he's down, he got up, excited the crowd, the whole world, and he came back to really to win that round, bar the knockdown, because you can't win the round with that knockdown. And yeah, he showed heart. So it was a great fight, I thought. Let's see what happens from here, but that's my reaction, guys. I hope you enjoyed the fight, and yeah, let's see what happens from here. Take care. This is Chris Evangelou, Flash Fitness. Have a great day.